Both are tapping, so post 29 play not really that much of a factor in this match.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we are getting ready to go, and we will start counting our players down in 5, 4, 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Tetris.
Tetris.
Both
Bit
players
of
underway.
a tucky first few pieces for both of these players.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of saw the trend with Weogo2 in how he took the spring title. Was at 18. He was consistent, right? Never really topped out, but kind of always behind pace a little bit. And then when it came time for 19, he just exploded out of nowhere. And I feel like Weogo2 is just one of those players where he's like a counter puncher, right? You think where he's just like he's slow at starting solid, and then when the moment comes where he can seize the advantage, he does, and it's just an onslaught. And he plays extremely aggressively. Like on 19, I think. And now I suppose it would be a little bit different because his tapping will be a little bit limited on a new set of equipment. But before, like, his tapping was super fast, so he forced it very high in 19. He always managed to survive, and that was definitely a big factor in opponents that played against him, where he just couldn't keep up on the high level speeds.
Yeah, and we begin with quick note here. We began this game with huge drought. I count already 2 20-piece plus droughts already, so really bar hungry game so far. But the score is currently working fine for both players, of course. Burns here and there. The normal way you play classic Tetris. Otherwise fine for both players. We go with the lead with 144, Fire down at 107.
So we should get the same line count here, and it's a 38,000 lead for Weogo2 about a Tetris and 6/10. So really, I mean, in starting soon already, you kind of see Fire taking a lot more burns. Yes, there's been a few droughts, but I think this comes down to Fire prioritizing the double well a little bit too much, not allowing the pieces to work for him. So he kind of has to burn to set up Tetrises.
Ooh.
And with this drop of that S piece, it's going to be a little bit tougher now. Weogo2 has more chances to press the advantage. Unfortunately, it looks to be a little bit of a drought here. This is a mini one, it's a small one. Oh, Fire setting up dirty! Middle well, will get it! Dirty Tetris, bangarang for Fire, but immediately the misdrop of the L, not what you want to see. Should be a quick resolve here if the pieces do come, but the pieces do not oblige. They are tricky at best and problematic at worst. We just have to figure out, had the opportunity to set up for the J piece there, but did not see it in time. But thankfully, the piece is finally cooperating. The bar is beautiful. We'll get him to at least a manageable height. And those are some really nice pieces there. And he's finally out of it, but the score lead firmly. Now Weogo2's hands basically a 2 Tetris lead, and will be confirmed there. 2.5 Tetris lead, just like that.
Yeah, on pace. Weogo was about 3 Tetris ahead, but now he will have to burn a little bit of lines here, as you know, just set him behind on pace a little bit. He's gonna have to build one row up. I think he's gonna just settle on that one row. Settle on that one row of garbage.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna set up dirty here. I mean, no reason not to, right? It's 18, he's tapping. You know, he's chill. It's not really that scary. Even if the pieces do come, his board is quite flat, so you can deal with it with Fire on the other. So I can see his reactions. It's not been a smooth ride so far on the latter half of 18 as we cross the halfway point of the level 18 speed. Now we're able to finally get this stack of his down. There's some great pieces, but every line you burn is every line that Weogo2 will use for Tetrises. And of course, Tetris is worth a lot more than any other line burns in this game. So, close to the turn, the 100 line mark, 3 Tetris lead for Weogo2, but I mean, crucially, this board for Fire is still not Tetrisable, and it's still problematic, and he just needs to resolve it. He just needs to hunker down and and get set for level 19 here, because chasing the score now is kind of meaningless if you can't set up for 19.
Yeah, and Fire, I think he's not going to commit to that one row at the bottom. He's going to try and clear that off. Perfectly sets up for a Tetris.
And nicely done there for Fire. And
closest the lead to 72,000. 404 for Weogo, 333 for Fire. As we're near the transition point.
Well, at least this board is clean. I mean, it's 4 Tetris lead for Weogo2. A little bit of a line discrepancy, so it's only about 3 Tetrises at the same line count. But yeah, this board's so dependent for Fire here. Just gonna have to take a triple, and you can see his reactions there. Not what he wanted to do. Just have to burn into 19. Could set up dirty here, and the pieces actually force him into doing so. It's not really an option. Actually blocks out the left-hand side. It's going to be really scary. If he gets it to 2 Tetris or more height, it doesn't matter if you get a Tetris. If he can't get a bar after, he might actually top out here. Thankfully, he gets the perfect piece, and he does get out of it. But this board, yep, as you mentioned, they're not good. Weogo2 a little bit tumultuous on the other side, but should be clean very soon. The bar will help massively. Now Fire stuck in this dangerous situation, opts not to put weight on column 10 there for Fire. It will work out nicely. But now he's getting bursted by these S's, and it's not nice at all. He's in danger now, needs some really good pieces to work out of it. The bar will help he opts not to burn it and gets the good pieces that he needs here. A little bit gambling with his life here on the line for game number 1, but gets out of it. Board's finally clean, and the lead at 4 Tetrises.
He kind of had to. He kind of had to there. Any more second guessing, and he would have had to burn for a lot more lines. But he gets out of it, and now he's trying to Tetris to close down that 6-digit lead that Weogo has currently on him.
Oh, tough left side there, almost misdropped that one, but managed to tap it over now. Needs a long bar, but this drought is hurting. We saw Weogo2 go through this drought, and the bar is not going to come anytime soon. It finally does. It gets a Tetris now, but the lead's still at 4 Tetrises, and now, even if it gets out of this alive, it's a lot of scoring to catch up to, and not a lot of lines left to work with. 4 Tetris still being maintained by Weogo2. Weogo2 so clean, so he can power even more on top of that score lead when Fire is in the middle of this dig. This height now at least a little bit more manageable, but this is just a tough position to be in. Oh, Weogo2 in big danger now. Can't top out. It's really high up. Needs some good taps here. Long bar will help the T as well here. Gets access to the hole in column number 6.
Fire hangs a T.
Oh, Fire. That might be it for him there. It's absolutely fatal, and he will top out. Weogo2 in danger, but it won't matter because he takes game number 1 at level 24.
Tough digs for both of our players here, but Weogo ended up being the one to get out. Fire almost got out of his own dig, but one misdrop with the T, and that sealed the game. Weogo2 goes up 1-0. Of course, being the, I would say, favorite considering the statistics, but in the player ratings, of course, Fire had recent form. He was rated higher, really.
Is it just voting for the player rating, or is it like multiple factors?
No, it's the voting. It's just the players' vote. The outsiders' vote don't really matter. I just counted the players' vote.
It's one big drought.
Yeah, game 2 of us is gonna start about right now, actually. And again, more tuck pieces, just like last game. A lot of tucks to begin this game. It's Fire getting out to his signature double well. We go to a little bit of a spiky board. We'll be able to resolve it into somewhat of a modestly clean state.
Well, we're just waiting on the long bar now. Quite a few burns here. I mean, these pieces are not cooperating for Weogo2 at all. And he won't have to spend a little bit of lines here burning away. Just a lot of S&Ds early, but Fire, his boys, is much nicer to deal with it, and we'll get the 2 touches lead early on.
Oh, he just misdrops. Fire there. Not just... I don't know what's going on with him when in these like just horizontal misdrops where he just misses a piece left and right by one column. It may be just, stiffness with the controller, missing a tap somewhere here and there, and he just didn't react and notice in time. Weogo2 on quite the board right now. He's been stuck burning basically since the start of this game. The Tetris rate's falling into a void right now, but as long as he survives, he can still be fine.
Yeah, the crucial thing is just droughts. There's just no bars for Fire to take any lead here. The bar finally come. It will be a Tetris for Weogo2, but it won't be for Fire, so this just worked out actually quite nicely for Weogo2 here. Fire quickly responds with Tetris. So despite all the digging, the droughts actually helped Weogo there, because the timing just coincided with him burning a lot of lines, but no bars came for Fire, and these misdrops are definitely not helping. I feel like it's just a little bit problematic with the dash timing. A lot of early shifts so far for Fire.
Now Weogo2, when he gets clean, the bar immediately comes. So the bar timing's favoring Weogo here and not Fire, as Fire just doesn't look like he's getting the bar at all any time that he wants. And now the lead, all of a sudden, despite all these digs, is down to 2 Tetrises only. And Weogo's behind in line.
Yeah, this is lead actually 1 Tetris. Yeah, basically 1 Tetris. You see that, only 1 line. The difference between the 2 players. Fire finally clean now, waiting on a long bar. This board's a lot better with shape than he's seen so far. And now a drought is coming. So again, Fire cursing his fortunes if finally the bar comes just before blocks as well up. It will be a back-to-back for both players here, I think. No, not for Weogo2 there with that long bar. But yeah, now the lead actually solid 1 Tetris, but yeah, it's just a little bit awkward for both players. I feel like Fire a little bit too jagged, and for Weogo2 the timing of the bar is kind of bad for him.
And now Fire having to waste a long bar in column 9 there just to get set up. Weogo2 just doesn't even get the chance to set up once the bars actually come, and now the lead has extended to nearly 3 Tetrises, 263 for Fire, 202 into 224 with that Tetris for Weogo. Fire with a bar dependency, he gets lucky and gets a bar to solve it just in time.
2 Tetris lead. So this is the biggest lead we've seen on level 18, at least this early so far in this match. It's just crucially just focus on the transition to 19 here. This is where we saw the gap was made between the 2 players, where we go to seize opportunity. Fire just too dirty coming into the transition. So really, the biggest thing with the 19 transition is just keep your mind focused, right? Because after like just a bunch of smooth scoring on 18, it's very easy to drift into, okay, let's just, I misdropped a piece, let's just dig for a little bit, and then bang, you're already at 110 lines and you don't have anything left to work with. And Fire immediately misdrops, and unfortunately might be exactly what's happening here.
I think it wasn't exactly a misdrop, rather than he just had no viable places for that square, and it just created 2 holes in his board. Just leads to burns, and now Weogo is closing up the gap, and now it's 1 Tetris only.
Simul Tetris for both players there. Nice moment, but yeah, I mean, Weogo2, the lead is only 1 Tetris, so it's, I mean, there is a lead for sure, but 1 Tetris, you definitely feel like it's nothing major. Like 1 moment can flip the entire thing on its head. Definitely, you think about when you head into level 19, probably need a little bit more to actually say it's a definitive lead. Now it's actually neck and neck. Wow! Suddenly, it's just a few maintenance burns for Fire, and that's all Weogo needed. A little bit of a drought here, but finally escapes it. Gets a long bar for the Tetris there to get out of that situation. For Fire, Weogo2 won't have the same luxury there. Just board in a tough position now. Close level 19, will get the burn into it. Just gonna be playing safe now. Would love something to help out that LJ dependency, and we'll get exactly that. Fire touching. Now Fire putting on the pressure as Weogo2 continuing to misdrop.
Yeah, and you to see Weego misses to the left, and everything is falling apart in front of his eyes. I don't think this is good enough for Weego. He's gonna top out. Fire equals out. And that's wow. That was fast. Weego just completely capitulates. Completely capitulates by the moment he gets the 19. Fire is safe.
For Weogo2. We kind of saw all the mechanics come into play again. There were quite a few slow taps for Weogo2, couldn't get the piece over. And on top of that, just one or two missed drops basically ended his game instantly, despite him burning into the 19's. The left side was just it's just nasty to deal with. So Fire, by virtue of staying alive, will get that game. Which just, once again, just comes down to like how important that transition preparation is, because a lot of these games are ending around this mark. CTWC DAS World Championship in the UK, we saw like people just donating like $4.20, like donating to get to a certain number, which you can do as well with the Match Arena link, !Match Arena on Twitch, or I don't know if we have that on YouTube or not.
I mean,
it wouldn't be that difficult to set up.
Maybe we do. I honestly don't know, but I mean, come championships on Sunday, we're gonna be live on both the Classic Tetris Twitch and YouTube anyway. So, we're gonna have that command. So, come Sunday, be there, or be square, like the piece.
Square piece, not a bad piece.
I mean, it is bad for certain situations, but that's like every piece.
I feel like an S piece is like the worst piece in any situation. Actually, a Z piece is probably worse, because the S you can like flip on the right side from a single burn. But I feel like the Z punishes you like most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Weego, what?
Wait, is this match?
Yeah, Weego. It's his controller again that is having issues, because he just mistap a few pieces there. I think it's fine, but a little concerning, of course, knowing what already happened.
Definitely something to keep an eye on here, but the match, of course, has already started as we missed the countdown there. Oh, where's Bennett on the left-hand side here? He's getting bursted with Z's and S's. Gets the TBs over for the flat burn, but still not the nicest pieces around. Opts to fill out the left-hand side here, not wanting to create a cliff on the right side, but finally kind of forced into it. And with that long bar, reopens the well, and now waiting for another one to come for the Tetris, but scary moment there for Weogo2. Controller issue, definitely a looming factor in the back of his mind now. Has to block the well again. The drought incoming. Fire jagged board as well on the left hand side. A little bit tough to deal with. Gets the bar over. Weogo2 now clean, and gets the Tetris, and Fire also clean and gets the Tetris.
Yeah, a little bit of awkward situations for both players there. Of course, Fire with the Spire, and now he just has triple long bar dependencies, now double long bar dependencies in his board, and he just keeps stacking on top of that left side bar dependency. He will get the bars to resolve that, but it could have been really dangerous if he hadn't got the bars.
That's a square tuck. Good square tuck. I mean, this lead is pretty big now. I mean, 2 Tetrises. Sorry, about a little bit under, but a Tetris. And we did see, of course, Weogo2 topping out on 19 last game. Fire with a lead was all he needed to win that game. So Weogo2 actually dependency here. Oh, this is just rough. Opposite set up a delayed burn. It's getting S bursted. And now has a lot of weight in that right hand side. Now to make a long bar dependency. Long bar will come at least in time. This whole death in the middle is tough for Weogo2 to deal with. And Fire just seizing this opportunity with both hands, and it's just piling on the pressure on Weogo2. The lead extended now 2.5 Tetrises, double and more of the previous lead, but now both players clean.
And once the dust settled, it is a near 2 Tetris lead for Fire. Of course, 39,000 lead. Weogo will shorten that gap a little bit here as Fire waiting for his bar. There it is. Near equal line count, about a Tetris and a half of difference. So, really still anyone's game to play for here.
And definitely, but I mean, at similar line count, it's 1.5 a Tetris for Fire now. Let's hope, let's hope we can get ready for the lengthy transition, because that was definitely the big issue for both players, especially Fire. And Weogo2 nasty pieces. Squares are just bad there. Finally, we'll get out of it, but using the bar to burn and Fire. Interesting. I mean, just kind of hesitant with that LP, didn't know what to do with it. But great pieces will allow him to burn out of it quickly.
Now he has a Spire. He will have to work around.
Actually, don't hate that.
I do. But regardless, Weogo has actually taken the lead here. As we're nearing the 19 transition, 455 to 449 from Fire.
Well, Weogo2 needs something to get set up. He's a bit greedy. He's just looking for the ZPs, but the Z never came. And now, stuck on his burn. That's a dirty burn. It doesn't actually burn out the entire thing. It's a lot of weight on the right-hand side.
He's about to transition as well. So is Fire, and he has a hole.
Blocked out the well. Okay, now he reopens the well, so the long bar should save Fire, but it won't for Weogo2. Now there comes the bar for Weogo2, but he's still digging, still high up, and now one line away. We'll go to level 19 with a tough board to have to handle with here. The long bar doesn't help at all. Opts to wait for another piece, and we'll do nicely here. Great buzz coming through. Miss drop off the LPs will make it a little more difficult. It's still at least somewhat manageable. Now needs a flat piece. Won't get one, so it just burns immediately there. It sets up another delayed one there. L will do nicely. And T for double burn. Oh, opts not to reopen that hole in the middle. And now these decisions are kind of coming back.
Left side.
Weogo2 here gets a 5-tap over. But still fighting for his life here. Does not want to go down to the lower bracket. Does not want to allow Fire to reach match point before he does. But these pieces are nasty. They are not burning, but they will finally allow him a moment of respite. But just LJ dependency here will finally get the perfect piece for it and gets out of it. But this lead has extended to gargantuan's sizes now.
No pieces. No pieces.
One, but 4 Tetris lead. Cleans and just no pieces, and now he's back at it again. Fire staying alive. Fire so aggressive, so clean. There's so much pressure on Weogo2. Weogo2 finally clean, but it doesn't really matter. 146,000 lead for Fire, who's still not slowing down by any means.
This is where the volatile gameplay for Fire pays off, when he just puts on an efficiency of a lifetime here on easy max out pace for Fire.
Yeah, nasty pace for Fire. I mean, it's gonna set up left well here probably. Yeah, we'll do so actually. Burns out a triple, doesn't need to chase a PB here. This is a tournament game. We can't reach match point. Weogo2, bad hole on the left hand side here. Needs a Z piece. T will do as well, but now it's so jagged. Gets it over to the right hand side. Gets the 5-tap as well. Great burns for Weogo2. Amazing solve there.
Wow.
Will get out alive. And now reduces the lead back to 3 Tetrises. Now Fire, a little bit of burning at level 19. That's really all you need, is to show opponent to burn, because every 4 lines you burn is a Tetris for the opponent. So don't count Weogo2 quite just yet. If Fire needs to continue this burn.
Less than 2.
It's now less than 2. I mean, the level difference is a little bit there as well. The line discrepancy between the two, but finally now both players basically clean, and Fire still the 69,000 he now lead on level 26, and now Weogo2 is kind of running out of time. Needs to essentially go perfect. Yeah, needs to go perfect. Now mathematically must go perfect to cement this lead, let alone the Fire. If Fire puts on even more or not. It might be out of reach here unless level 29 play is taken into account. If Fire gets one Tetris, I think it seals it here.
There it is. There's a Tetris that Fire needs, and now Weego kind of just needs Fire to instantly top out, but Fire is not doing that.
Yeah, it's mathematically out of reach now if you can't play on 19. Some burns are available here. Gets it over as well. Needs a 5-tap, won't get it. But other burns are offering themselves up, so still trying, still playing on level 29 speed here, getting great pieces forward. One away from the level 30 speed. Oh, couldn't get level 30, but it won't matter. Fire with a heating up game gets 954. He says, last game, I almost won. Replay, doesn't matter. 954,000 for Fire. Could have gotten a max out after the play save, and he gets a reward for it. Match point for Fire.
We're gonna start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tetris.
Tetris.
I think it was, yeah, we got some coupon claims here from Clarity and from Wiley, so big W from Wiley. Down Under.
Yo, that's Wiley from Australia.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah. Anyhow, again, we go with a delayed start. Fire singing Country Roads or Payphone or whatever song he's singing to right now. Cue that one video of Stable Ronaldo singing Payphone. Oh, what is this fork from Weego?
It's I mean, there's a dirty setup waiting to be made here.
I don't think setting up here is the greatest of ideas.
Oh my god, the L's and the Z's and S's. Oh my god.
Oh
and
my
the drought
god.
incoming as well. Finally, the bar will come. It's only triple. But Weogo2 absolutely got sucker punched by RNG.
Oh
that
god.
was diabolical from RNG's.
Weego just getting absolutely screwed over by RNG. Meanwhile, Fire is just having the time of his life over here on the left side. Weego, is he just gonna try and wait for a long bar here? Yes, he has a dirty setup that will give him any scores that he will need right now, but he's so far down on pace. So far deep. This is just so deep into the rabbit hole. He kind of just has to set up these dirty Tetrises, and if the bar doesn't come, he just has to set up more dirty. He just set up more dirty, and he never gets the opportunity to be clean. Fire was a little high there. Is Weego finally gonna burn it down?
And finally will do so. An opportunity presents itself, but oof, this is a tough one. He's 64,000 point lead before we've even made 15 lines here. 3 touches this early on is plenty of pressure for Weogo2 to have to deal with, and this is, I mean, starting to see the vision of that Terry Crews meme where he's singing in the car.
Oh my god. Fire just having the time of his life. It's like that meme with 2 roads. One leads to all sunshines and rainbows and all fires singing and Tetrising. One leads to the holy, unholy dig of Weogo2.
Is that meme on the bus?
That meme on the bus. Oh my god. Anyhow,
Fire is just so clean. I mean, this is good pace for a normal game. And on top of that, Weogo2 is definitely not having a good game right now. Remember, Weogo2 was the one on the brink of being sent down to the lower brackets here. Not Fire, and Fire is just enjoying himself. Music is on, headphones in, and he is locked in and ready to lock Weogo2 down to the lower brackets. I mean, 5 Tetrises to lead now at barely 80 lines. I mean, this is starting to look really tough for Weogo2.
And there could have been hope if Weogo2 just didn't do that. Like, on top of the fact that it's just not working out for him, he's also just misdropping all over the place and just falling further and further down into this rabbit hole that he created himself. And now 6 Tetrises in this potentially deciding game number 4 here.
This Foxhorn he's ducked himself into, it's deep.
Oh
and it is
my
just
god.
deepening by the day. More and more burning must be done, and he, it's likely he'll survive this. But crucially, we look at the lead, 7 Tetrises, and it's not even the end of level 18 quite just yet. So he's begging like Maniskin for Fire to top out right now, or top out into level 19, because there's literally no way he can do anything about it if Fire just chills on level 19, just survives into the kill screen.
On top of that, he's just not scoring at all.
He's not burning out. Taking a triple instead. It's just...
He's gonna take the triple, and because 19 is near, he couldn't just play 1 row ahead, so now he just have to burn even more. And the rabbit hole is now 7 Tetrises. And we are... Oh my god. Just nothing is working out for Weogo in this game. Nothing has been working out for him ever since the controller disconnect.
It's just a suffering game here. Oh, Fire though. That misdrop with the Z could prove problematic, but a double burn will do nicely. And
oh my god,
instantly he's out of it. The pieces are perfect for Fire, but they won't be for Weogo2, who must burn out. Couldn't get that long bar all the way to the left, but finally will do so. The lead still at 7 Tetrises. Fire now in a little bit of trouble of his own, but it's just going to opt out. And Weogo2 can't use any burns. You just need to play super aggressive, and these S's are not helping at all here. LJ dependency, 2 of them. Bar will be used to burn that one out. Fire now in a little bit of problem, can burn this one out, but no bar for Weogo2 to capitalize off this situation. It actually blocks out the well as soon as the bar comes. Fire though still in this dig. Both players fighting for their life right now, but of course Fire in a much more comfortable position, knowing he has that safety net that can catch him if he falters. But it does look likely that he will do so very soon here, and that he will do 155,000 points is a chase down for Weogo2. 508,000 is the goal, and he can just line this out with a few Tetrises here and there.
He just has to get a few Tetrises, but kind of just he has to know the situation that he's in. His tournament life, it's just his upper bracket life is on the line here, and pieces not cooperating just yet. Weogo2, what is he gonna do? Less than 4 Tetrises now. He gets 1. Down to less than 3.
It is only level 23 here, so it's honestly just a ton of time here. I feel like you can already just line out at this point. Just some doubles and triples would do it. And now he's opting to play a little bit safer. Does he want to go for the one off the bottom? No, he will not. He knows now what the score is, what the target is. He's fighting to keep this match alive, bring it to a decider, and he'll take the old man strat if he has to. Ooh, setting up. It's a little bit tough. I mean, this is... Wow, these are a lot of S and Zs. My god, his drought coming to us well. Needs that 5-tap. We'll get exactly that. Well, is reopened, but his drought is absolutely hammering him here. Waiting for the long bar, playing a little bit aggressively here. Finally gets the long bar, and that will be the Tetris.
Oh, wow.
It gets it.
And now he's down to under 1.
Yeah, this should just be line outable.
Has to get clean, and he just has to line out. About 31 lines to go, and he's less than 31,000 points, so he can just line it out. A single worth more than 1,000 points on these levels. So just line out, and he will take this to a second decider of the night. But can he pull it off? The pressure on him right now must be immense. He's trying to set up here.
Is he trying to set up? That is insane. He's playing with Fire right now as Fire's waiting in his corner. A triple, a single, a double would do it here. And he's waiting for the long bar. He'll get it. He plays with Fire, but he quenches the one inside his own heart, and he'll bring it to a decider.
Absolutely unbelievable from Weogo2. Holds out, digs after digs, burns after burns, a deficit that was just climbing up and up and up. But but he was the one who survived. And in this tournament, you survive, you thrive. Playing with our hearts a little bit there at the end, but he'll get it. Unbelievable. But here we go. Decider, counting down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
Tris.
Well, there's we go. A little bit of delay as usual. I mean, a Tetris game varies in length enough that I don't think it's gonna matter. It's gonna, like, a few seconds of delay to start, it's gonna matter. All really? But here we go, Decider in our hands, and Weogo2 have somehow reeled it back here, looking to close it out in 5, Fire. Looking to win this one out. Oh, what is that from Weogo?
Oh, I don't like that. I don't think that was the correct solve. We will have to spend 3 burns minimum to deal with this.
It's gonna be okay.
Exactly that.
3 burns. Gonna be okay.
Huh? Early lead here already established for Fire. 1 Tetris. Usually you see where, like, at the top level, this early, like very early on, you don't see a lead at all, simply because players just kind of do the same opening anyways. The same opener, right? Because, you know, it's kind of mathematically solved already, the opener. We do see some disparity between the two here. Throughout all the games, it's kind of been the same script where Fire has been taking the early lead, and this one actually getting quite big. My god, 3 Tetrises already instantly right off the bat. We're not even 40 lines in.
Yeah, Weogo just had a misdrop that took him like 10 burns to solve. It's just critical for Weogo.
Fire.
But now, Fire, not really getting
double
the
LJ
pieces.
dependency.
Dangerous, but he's gonna try and solve it.
This is Osterburn out. TPs will do nicely, but now that right hand side is a little bit high. That cannot be accessed by anything else other than the bar, but we'll get it. That will be a Tetris bangrang for the Fire.
It is the Fire. Oh, look at this. Is gorgeous. Oh, I don't like that.
Big time misdrop for Fire there. Didn't get the flip in. Now must deal with the consequences of his actions there. But gets 2 bars back to back, but now creates LJ dependency on the left hand side. Now he needs to try to not block.
Does he get an LJ?
It's perfect. Bar dependency now. Good handling of this so far. Not greeding out for the long bar, not begging, not selling the board. And he will get out alive. And by virtue of how big his elite was early on, even through this dig, he will still come out on the other side with a scream and the lead.
I feel like he was just, yeah, he was screaming, but he's also just. I hope that scream lined up with like a beat drop.
Yeah, that would be Fire.
That would be Fire. But now the lead is kind of, the pace lead is kind of down to like just less than a Tetris right now. By virtue of Fire just having to burn all the lines from the dig, and now he's just missed off like, what, 2 pieces? 3 pieces? Really? Dangerous here for Fire.
Nice little T-tuck there. Can set up dirty, but yeah, probably won't. Just burn out here, and the lead is so firmly in his hands, but Weogo2 is behind by lines, and actually, if you think of the pace, it's actually dead on. It's neck and neck here.
Actually incredible how, again, Weogo has reeled it back. Now, will take the pace lead if he gets this Tetris, but of course Fire is in the drought. So by virtue of same pieces, Weogo will experience the same drought, which is still going on Fire's side here. Rio doesn't
No.
know that, so he's gonna try and manage it as efficiently as possible. He gets it.
28 pieces. Drought. And Ensemble Tetris. Weogo2 with a bit of a lead here. Oh, interesting. Didn't know what to do with the SPs there, and now opts to burn out of it, and it's gonna cost him quite a few lines of burning, but
To have fully down stack.
Fire does finally get the bar, and there does Tetris, and now lead back in Fire's hands.
Rio gets nothing there for that, Z piece. Now he's just in.
Oh, nice line burn there. Flat on for
Does he set up?
Weogo2. I don't think you can. I mean, this is so close to level 19. He just needs to get Tetris ready, and now the drought coming on the other side as well for Fire.
This is gonna help
That drought.
Rio a little bit.
Yeah, this drought though will come as well for Weogo2, but bar finally does come. That is a Tetris for Fire. Weogo2 trying to get out, but the bar does come before he does. Now, these pieces are still not very nice. But Weogo2 actually also put weight in. Oh, misdrops the square piece. Now this is dangerous.
He's so close to the transition.
Red warning alert for Weogo2 here. Doesn't see the adjustment with the LPs. Now in big trouble. Dependency on the right hand side. Burns away. 2 burns into level 19. Gets a double. And we'll go into it with a jagged board that needs to be solved instantly if he wishes to stay alive in this upper bracket for at least a few levels more. And Fire fully clean, fully scoring. And he was piling it on Weogo2 though, getting access to that hole. And, I mean, he kind of feels like he's forced to set up here.
Does he really want to go for this setup? He is set up.
Oh my god. Just burns away right as the long bar comes, and now, yeah, kind of has to burn, commit to it, to get down, and then hope that your opponent slows down a little bit in scoring, which Fire is, in fact, not doing. Continuing the trend from last game, he's piling it on now, a lead at 3 Tetrises and more. If Weogo2 finally clean, we'll play one off the bottom, at least temporarily. I feel like it's not temporarily, you kind of have to make it a permanent solution here. And does get a Tetris and will transition back over the right hand side quite nicely. Fire a little bit high up, but this lead is massive, and he's back at it again with that Tetris.
Weogo fires back with the Tetris, and now look at the situation. Oh, Weogo misses a bar to the left, and now he needs a bar. He needs a bar.
Can't set up. But gets, oh no, cannot get a bar over. Slow. Just too slow on the tap. The reaction time is not there. And he tops out at 493,000. And with a lead of 5 Tetris and more, Fire has beaten Weogo2. The old guard cements his grip on this tournament. He shows his pedigree, and he sends Weogo2 down to the lower bracket as Fire proceeds on to face Clarity in the next round.
Oh my goodness. All of a sudden, he just could not tap that long bar over, and that is his game. But I feel like, looking at Fire right now, I mean,
yeah, I don't think it really mattered.
I don't think it really mattered. Fire just piling on the lead, on pace for 1 million on the scoring pylon here. Does he get it? It would be the first in opening night.
Really, the last opportunity for one.
It's been so long since we had a max out in competition. I mean, the last time was spring, I think. Yeah, he might have went to a little too.
Oh
aggressive.
no!
Oh
no! You sold!
Oh, what was that? It's the Fire. Welcome to the winner's interview. You are the victors of the match versus Weogo2 in upper bracket quarterfinals in 5 games. What are your thoughts on the match?
I don't know, it's weird. It's what? I think I've been practicing. I've not been practicing that much, but like the trend with my practice was like, what? My 18 was terrible. I think a lot of people expected me to play better than 18, especially after the season finals. That was clearly one of my best ranks. That didn't happen during practice. That didn't happen today. I do not recall having a smooth 18 at all. And then I wasn't really confident at 19, right? Like as usual, 19 was more like hit or miss, like game 4, but it worked. It somehow worked. I think it's really unfortunate as well for Weogo. Obviously, game 3 he had a controller malfunction as well. Had to replay. I think that got to his mind a little bit, and I think it should have been said and done game 4, but I just let off a little bit. I think he did well. I think Weogo did well. I think I was just, there are days that I just feel like in the groove, and it just happened that today 19 play I did really well, so it paid off for me.
Well, I mean, the irony in what you said is that the one time you got a good 18 lead, where that game number 4 where you had like a upwards of 7 Tetris lead on Weego, you top out near instantly on after transition. So it's the irony of the game of classic Tetris, and of course, after all is said and done, I feel like you'd be glad that you escaped this first round, and now you're one match away from Championship Sunday, this upper semifinals with this clarity. What are your judgments going into this match?
I think I have to make it very clear that at the start of the tournament, right? Obviously it has been a really hectic few couple of weeks, months, if you can say so. Obviously I'm not just playing, I'm also running the entire thing, directing the entire thing. It's like it feels really weird, right? It feels really weird, especially because I'm so used to controlling everything. So by nature, right, when something happens in production, like I get really pissed off. I get really stressed out, and I did get really stressed out. I think like game 2, I think that side of my face, I think I got a little bit of a headache as well. I thought I was going to die or something. Luckily that got away after game 3. But as I was saying, I think at the start of the tournament, I really was my only goal was to make Sunday. I think the only goal is to make Sunday, and then we'll see what happens on Sunday. So I think at this point, every opponent is tough. There is nothing much I could do to them, so I think mostly I'll just try and work on my mechanics better as well. I think surprisingly today I didn't get as many mechanical errors as I did in practice. I think mechanical errors in my practice in the last 2 or 3 days were very concerning, but managed to limit it like a little bit. Games 1 and 2, those were all DAS mischiefs. Those were me not paying attention, and then I think somewhere around games 4 and 5, I think the rotation button kind of screwed up a little bit. So yeah, I'll just try and work more. Just especially on 18 as well. I feel like I don't know if I can keep up this 19 performance, so it's best to be be safe than be never.
Also, we saw like throughout all 5 games, right? Or all 6 games, you were just vibing. You were just singing whatever. You were just singing to whatever. You were bobbing your head up and down. You were screaming. What could possibly be in your playlist?
I think okay. So here's the thing, right? So it's a new discovery that I had from the season finals. It didn't happen. I think I didn't show that really well during like the championship bracket of season finals, because I was in a hotel, right? And I was with people. I was with my family, so I didn't get to like say a lot, scream a lot, like But like I think the one thing about me when I take things very seriously is that I put a lot of emotions into it. I put a hell of a lot of emotions into it, and there's this one thing with Tetris, right? It happened all the way when I started as well. As I get to the higher levels, as I started to get it, and I start to hold my breath, and it's not a good thing. When I hold my breath, Never a good thing. So the solution that I came up from the season finals, I think if you notice from the bounty rounds of season finals, I started singing while playing, and then because I sing, it made me not hold my breath, and so I can actually breathe and not hold my breath, and it just works. It's a weird thing, but it works. I think I thought it would be a good idea as well as like promotional content for the people to guess what I'm actually listening to. I mean, my playlist has a mix between non-lyrical song, because I'm a non-lyrical song guy, and then sometimes you have a couple of lyrical songs, and then you hear the lyrics, you gotta sing to it. So it works. If it works, it works. So I think that's one thing that I'm not going to fix going to the next series. So I expect to see me sing a lot.
Wonderful. Wonderful from of course, best of luck in the next series. I feel like that's like probably the most important one for you. Considering your goal is make top 3, make championship someday.
Yeah, nothing else.
But best of luck in the next series. Get a good rest. Of course, you have at least 1 day of rest now, and see you again versus Clarity in the upper bracket semifinals.
Alright, will do. Thank you. Thank you to everyone, to the casters, the production, everyone as well. And for those asking, we'll be debriefing. I don't think I will be happy, but I'll be happy for a moment while I can.
All right, that will wrap up. I will wrap up our first day, and what a first day!